Andariki namaskaramulu. Good afternoon. It is another good day for all of us that we are going to have a seminar from one of our students, P.S. Murthy garu. The subject is Jyotisha, its relevance to Karma Teheory and Vedanta. A very pertinent topic for our Sanatana Dharma. So it is our luck or fortunate or opportunity to learn from him. I will introduce him to all of you, though you know him well as one of our students, but I will introduce him after Vande Mataram and chanting Prarthana. Now I'll request Tangarala Krishnamurthy garu to recite Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, Sujalam, Subhalam, Malayajati Sadam, Shashamadam, Mataram, Vande Mataram. Prajotna Pulakitayamini Pullakusumita Trumadala Sobhini Suhasini Madhura Bhasini Sukhadam Varadam Mataram Vande Mataram Vande Mataram.
Vande Mataram. ధన్యవాదములండి కృష్ణమూర్తి గారు. Now let us request Satyaji to chant Prarthana.
Namaskaram. Let's do meditation for a minute. Gananam tva ganapatigum havamahe kavim kavinamupamashravastamam jeshtarajam brahmanam brahmanaspata anasrunvannotibhis sidasadanam. Om Shri Mahaganadhipataye Namaha. Om Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhirvajinivati Dhenamavitriyavatu. Om Shri Mahasaraswatyai Namaha. Gurureva Gati Gurumeva Bhaje Gurunaiva Sahasmi Namo Gurave. Naguroh paramam shishurasmi guroh matirasti gurau mama pahi guroh. Jnananandamayam devam nirmalaspatikakrutim आधारं सर्वविद्यानां हयग्रीवमुपास्महे श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतो वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ
ధన్యవాదములండి. So now I'll introduce the speaker, C.S. Murthy garu, to all of you. C.S. Murthy garu served in Government of Andhra Pradesh Secretariat as Joint Director in Information Technology and Communication Department from 2005 to 2012 till his retirement. Government extended his services after superannuation for another 4 years till March 2016. Earlier, he served in Central Secretariat, Ministerial Services, that is in Ministry of Finance, Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, in different positions. In various official capacities, he visited Dubai, Singapore, Thailand, Malaysia, Nepal, Japan, USA, UK, and almost all the states in India for bringing investments into IT sector, public presence of IT companies, and to promote Andhra Pradesh as the most preferred IT destination. In addition to the much recognized acclaim through a number of letters, awards, and certificates of appreciation from the governments and foreign countries, industry associations, award and merit certificates received from the then Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh for outstanding services in 2010 stands as a testimony to the dedicated work. He is MCom, MBA, and PG Diploma in Computer Applications, gold medalist in Astrology, Jyoith, Visharada, and silver medalist in Palmistry. Is on panel a guest speaker, faculty to AP Productivity Council in AP HRD institutions, deal training solutions, the trainers camp, and the Helpage India, and life member and faculty for Indian Council of Astrological Sciences. having served in the central and state governments in various capacities for 42 years. He has well acquainted in administration rules, regulations, procedures, and processes, establishments, personnel, HR matters of Government of India and state governments, PSUs, IT industry promotion, e-governance, IT knowledge and skill development, and digital and social media. Besides a vast experience of administration and IT, he has taken a lot of interest in Vedantam, Karma Siddhantam, Jyotisha. He is qualified and is a gold medalist. So he has the overall knowledge of all the three. So today's topic, what is the relevance of Jyotisha in Karma Siddhantam and Vedantam? It is very interesting topic, and let us request him to take over the webinar and educate us on this. P.S. Murthy garu. We have to unmute, and once you unmute, only we can hear. You have to unmute.
నమస్కారం అందరికీ మహోదయులందరికీ గుడ్ ఈవినింగ్ బాబు గారు కల్నల్ గారు మీరు యూ హ్యావ్ గివెన్ ఏ లాట్ ఆఫ్ ఫేస్ లిఫ్ట్ టు మై ప్రొఫైల్ ఐ డోంట్ డిజర్వ్ దట్ మచ్ ఇంట్రడక్షన్ ఐఎమ్ ఏ స్మాల్ బ్యూరోక్రాట్ ఇన్ ది చైన్ ఆఫ్ ద గవర్నమెంట్ సిస్టమ్ ఐ డూ మై బికాస్ మీ యువర్ మిలిటరీ సర్వీసెస్ ఆల్సో సే డ్యూటీ ఫస్ట్ అండ్ వర్షిప్ గాడ్ ఈస్ ద worship is God. So I believed in that and I continued till my superannuation. Then I thought instead of sitting idle, let me do something which is useful for me and for the society too. So then I started doing this astrology and all, then Vedanta, and I attended camps in Dayananda Saraswati Ashram, Rishikesh, and then Coimbatore, and then Shivananda Ashram, all these things I started attending off late. That's why I acquired some knowledge in all these matters. What I know is a pebble in the ocean, and I requested this platform, requested you basically, Colonel, to provide me an opportunity to share my knowledge, whatever I know, to the best of my effort, so that all my friends can share my thoughts and give their views and give their doubts, clarifications, whatever it is, and then they can give their suggestions also, valuable suggestions to improve my further way of life in this regard. So now today my topic is, I am putting the PPT, I am sharing the PPT. Sir, shall I share PPT, Colonel Garu?
Yes.
Yeah. I think PPT has come.
Not yet.
Now it has come, I suppose, sir.
Vachindandi.
Yes, thank you. So now, yeah. So this is on full screen mode. I hope this is visible for everybody, and hope I'm audible to all of our friends.
Put it in the full screen mode.
Yeah, this is in full screen mode only, sir. No, you didn't get?
Not yet. Okay, go ahead and see. Let us.
So I put it in full screen mode only, but again I'll try to attempt. So this is in full screen mode from my side. And I start with Prarthana, small Prarthana. Anyhow, Satyaji did the Prarthana, but anyhow, this is my presentation. I thought, let me start with a good auspicious wordings of the Lord. Vakratunda Mahakaya, Suryakoti Samaprabha, Nirvignam Kurme Deva, Sarvakaryeshu Sarvadaha. Saraswati Namastubhyam, Varade Kamarupini, Vidyarambham Karishyami, Siddhir Bhavatu Me Sada. Jnananandamayan Devam, Nirmala Spatika Krutim, Adharam Sarva Vidyanam, Hayagrevam Upasmahe. Sadasiva Samarambham, Sankaracharya Madhyamam, Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. So the first slide is the Lord Ganesha and sage Saint Vedavyasa, Sir Vedavyasa or Rishi Vedavyasa. So I think he's this picture depicts, I think he is telling the Bhagavatam and Bharatam, Mahabharatam, and Lord Ganesha is listening and then writing it. So I just took this slide, a small introduction to what I am going to tell, because Ganesha has 5 Panchatatvas which are very much adorable by all of us.
Change the slide. Change the slide.
Yeah, I changed the slide. Has it come?
Not coming. Try.
Okay.
Okay, go back to slide.
Yeah, I'll go back. I think my WhatsApp group is looking there in the slide. No. Yeah, this is looking. This is coming, sir. WhatsApp group is coming.
Coming.
Okay, then I'll go back and then.
నెమ్మదిగా చేయండి, ఏం ప్రాబ్లం లేదు.
Yeah, 1 minute. I'm just trying.
No problem. Take your time. PPT వచ్చింది.
Yes, sir.
Try to change the slide.
Changing, sir, slide.
లేదు.
Slide change కావట్లేదు.
ఓకే, నార్మల్ మోడ్ లోకి వెళ్ళండి.
నార్మల్ మోడ్. ఓకే.
ఇప్పుడు చూడండి, క్లిక్ ఆన్ దట్ స్లైడ్ ఇట్ వచ్చింది.
ఓకే, సో నార్మల్ మోడ్ లో చేద్దాం అయితే. ఇట్ ఈస్ విజిబుల్ కదా?
If it is not visible, then you go up. Now it is visible.
Now it is visible. Okay, sir. Right, sir. So now this is the picture which shows Vedavyasa, Lord Vedavyasa telling Mahabharata to Lord Ganesha. I have taken this as first slide because I wanted to talk about the Lord Ganesha, see Panchatatvas, you know. So first we have to adore his Panchatatvas. As I was telling, Lord Ganesha has a big head, wide ears, long nose, sharp eyes, small mouth, and large stomach. So what does this indicate, basically signify? A big head, big enough to assimilate all the information, processes, store, disseminate, and retrieve. In computer language, it is called input, storage, output process. Of course, with fabulous or marvelous memory card he has, takes as much information as possible, decipher, encode, and decode, throw away unwanted negative information. So this is what his head does normally. Then Lord Ganesha has a large stomach, a stomach large enough to grab everything available, remove the dirt and digest in the process, clean the environment and surroundings. So he does all the digestion prakriya of the world. Wide ears, he has a wide ears. Wide ears are there to open wide and listen enough, even to the minute sound, with utmost attention and understand communication. So wide ears gives the listening prominence, listening instead of talking. So listening to the maximum extent possible. Then he has a sharp eyes. With the sharp eyes, more sharper, not even understandable to our iris system, very sharp eyes. He can detect, scan, capture, read, and emit right signals for effective communication strategies. And of course, he has a small mouth. So after listening, reading, and understanding to maximum, his idea or the Ganesh Tattva says, speak to the minimum extent possible, and that too only good and positive. That means don't talk whatever you get to your mind. You first take it, process it, store it, decipher it, and then only speak what you want. So essence is that listen to all, think big, visualize more, and not but not the least, speak less. So this is what Ganesh Panchatattva, let us all of us adore it. So this is my request to all our friends. So we should first listen to the maximum extent possible. I think next slide has come, sir.
It has come.
But it is in writing. So this is our, I'll try to maximize it.
Right.
Is it magnified?
Not yet.
So magnification is not coming. I don't
See,
know.
down below, there is a, down below right, the bottom right, you see an arrow down?
Yeah.
You shift that arrow. Yeah.
Okay, that's okay, sir. Okay, so these are the Hindu scriptures I wrote in my hand. Actually, this is what our gurus in the our 3 months training program, they have been telling us what are the Hindu scriptures. I will just read out. I won't take much time. We all of us know this. Shruti, Smruti, and Shruti. From Shruti, Vedas come. There are 4 Vedas, and then through Vedas, we do Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda, because this is an introduction to what I am going to talk, because I deal with Karma Kanda and Jnana Kanda subsequently. So that's why I have come. Then after this, from Vedas, we see all the 108 Upanishads. Out of them, 12 are available now and they are prominent now. So all these things I have listed left side, and then right side, Shruti. Shruti, you know what Shruti is. Shruti has Dharma Shastra. Then it is Puranalu, 18 Puranas, and epics, Itihasas, 2 Itihasas, Ramayana and Mahabharata, Darsana, 6 Darsanas, Vedangas, 6. Here my role comes. In Vedanga, what are the Vedangas? Siksha, Kalpa, Nirukta, Jyotisha, Chanda, Vyakarana. So now I am talking about Jyotisha. So one of the 6 Vedangas. And then we have Agamas. Prabhu sir said, there are 3 Agamas, Vaigava, Vaishnava, Saiva, Shakti, and then we have Upaveda, Ayurveda, we heard Dr. Kishore, and then Atharva Veda, Gandharva Veda, Sapatya Veda Shastra, that is nothing but Vastu. We also heard about Vastu. So why I have requested Kalnal Garu and requested this August forum is that we heard Ayurveda, we heard Vastu, we are now doing yoga. So we have almost all Vedanga parts we are trying to cover. And Vishalakshi madam covered the Shodasa Samskaras, and then we have that Muhurta part that was covered. So only Jyotisham is not covered in our syllabus. Having little a bit of it, I thought, let me chip in and tell my friends what I know and how Jyotisha can be connected to karma and Vedanta. So this is my topic of interest today. Then this is again in English scripture, same thing I have written, but here I have taken a little broader sense of Vedanga. There are 6 Vedangas. Vedangas are Siksha, Kalpa, Vyakarana, Nirukta, Chandas, Jyotisha. Again, Jyotisha has 6 branches, interestingly. What are those 6 branches? Siddhanta, Samhita, Hora, Ganita, Sekuna, Prasna. Siddhanta, Samhita, Hora all called Skanda-traya. What does mean by Skanda? Skanda is the trunk of a tree where there are 3 branches. So one trunk and 3 branches. For the Jyotisha tree, the Siddhanta, Samhita, Hora are the 3 branches from the same trunk. Again, in Samhita we have Angavidya. Angavidya comprises of Mukhavidya, Padavidya, Hastareka. Right? So now, what is Vedanga? Now we know that Jyotisha is one of the Vedangas, one of the 6 Vedangas. What is Vedanga? Veda Anga. That means Veda Purusha's Anga. Veda Purusha's body parts. So now how these 6 Vedangas, how they are defined in Sanskrit? Chandah Pado tu Vedasya Hastau Kalposya Pathet Jyotishyamanaha Chakshuhu Niruktah Srotram Uchyate Sikshah Grana tu Vedasya Mukha Vyakarana Smrutam. So all these are Smrutis. What are those? Chanda is the feet of the Veda Purusha. Chandas is this came from Pananiya Siksha, 41 chapter 42 sloka. It narrates the importance of the Vedangas, which describes Veda as a Purusha having 6 limbs as 6 Vedangas. Chandas are his 2 feet, Kalpa are his 2 arms, Jyotisha are his eyes, Nirukta ears, Siksha his nose, Vyakarana is his mouth. So for Jyotisha, which part of Veda Purusha is that? Eyes. Chakshuhu is Jyotisha. So why that came? Because mere touch we cannot identify any color. Mere touch we cannot identify. We have to see and then only identify the color. So eyes are necessary to distinguish these colors and all, or objects. Likewise, even if a planet, sun, moon, whatever planets we sight on the sky, today they may sight. We would not know how does it affect us based on its location and how it gives the karmic influences on us. So that is why Jyotisha is taken as Chakshus of the Veda Purusha. And what is the definition of Jyotisha? Jyoti means light. So Jyotisha is light, and Jyotish alone can throw light on the subject. That is why Jyotish is called eyes or Nayana or Netra or Chakshu. So astrology is not clear meaning of Jyotish, but astrology is a nearby word which is taken from Greek, because we don't know, as we have discussed earlier also, that we cannot find right words from Sanskrit to English. So likewise, for Jyotisha, the nearest word is astrology. Astrology word came from Greek. Astra means again star. That is why it is nearer, we said. Jyotish is also related to stars. Astrology also related to stars. And then logo means stars and its logic. What is the reason behind the star? How does it affect? How does it illuminate? How does it brightens up? So that is why astrology in English is called, astrology is in English is a astra and logo. In Sanskrit we have Jyotish. Jyotish is knowledge of light or Jyoti. So as I said earlier, Skanda-traya or Siddhanta, Hora, Samhita. So Siddhanta relates to astronomy. So first part of Siddhanta relates to astronomy. What does it mean by astronomy? Astronomy deals with planetary motion and astronomical aspects, and the schools which brought out these astronomical aspects are Surya Siddhanta, Romaka Siddhanta, Polisi Siddhanta, Vasishtha Siddhanta, and Pitamaha Siddhanta. Astrology uses data provided by astronomers to prepare astrological tables, that is, Panchanga, ephemeris are prepared. Ephemeris are nothing but basing on the longitudes and latitudes of the planets, the particular locations where the planets are there, how they are moving, what is their motion, all these are indicated in the ephemeris. Location wise, whether it is India, whether it is Varanasi, whether it is Hyderabad, so where it is located, and today, now, where sun is located, where moon is located, which longitude, which latitude, all these are available in ephemeris. Panchanga, already we know, Panchanga talks, Panchanga means 5 angas, that is Siddhi, Vara, Nakshatra, Yoga, Karana. So, these Panchangas and ephemeris are prepared through Siddhanta. Next comes Hora. Hora is natal or human horoscope. Hora, the word Hora is derived from Ahorat, that is day and night, Ahoratrani. So, it is day and night and deals with activity of human beings in relation to heavenly bodies by casting a chart called horoscope. So, what we do with the astronomical figures, facts available, we prepare a natal chart of a person who is born, and then whether he is born in the night, whether he is born in the day, whether he has born in a rainy season, or whether he has born in a Uttarayana, Dakshinayana, whatever it is, and then placing us his place of birth, date of birth, time of birth, longitude, latitude, and we use logarithmic tables in placing the planetary motions in particular Rasi or sign. We will discuss that. Then Samhita is concerned with planetary motions and their influence on mundane and meteorological affairs, weather, storms, earthquakes, political changes, war, etc. So, this 3 Skandataya deals with, one is with astronomy, the other is with human horoscopy, third one is with mundane astrology. That is concerning with world or political affairs of a nation, of a country, of a state, and as a whole of the world. Astronomy is science of correlation of astronomical facts with terrestrial events. Astrology means the study of heavenly bodies. What are the heavenly bodies which we observe? Sun, moon, and stars, and their influence on human life. Astrology is also systems and traditions and beliefs where knowledge of positions of celestial bodies for understanding, interpreting, and organizing information about human personality, worldly affairs, and all. But where from this astrology came? This astrology came from right from our Vedas. In Brahmanas and Aranyakas, frequent allusions to astronomical subjects were found. In the Hymans, observation of the moon is considered and taken into fact that movement of the moon, the Hymans are used to be performed. Hope, sir, my slides are moving. Can anybody tell?
Yeah, now you are in Jyotisha Shastra astrology.
Yes, sir. So now we have seen this Skandatraya, and then we move to how the Jyotish Shastra evolved. Where from? So first I said it moved from this Brahmanas and Aranyakas, a mention was made about the Jyotisha, and then Jyotish knowledge first originally imparted by Brahma Pitamaha to Narada. From Narada it came to Narada Maharshi. From Narada Maharshi it came to Saunaka Maharshi. From Saunaka to Parashara Maharshi to Maitreya. Maitreya is Parashara's Sishya, and he asked Maitreya to spread this to the common man. So the basic foundation base is built by sage Parashara. Parashara Maharshi is the founder or standing pillar or the first person of Jyotish Shastra who propagated. So, but Jyotish Shastra is further expanded and brought into light by sages like Surya, Vasishta, Kashyap, Marich, Manu, Angirasa, Vyasa, Atri, Gargi, Gemini, Brigu, Bhaskaracharya, Varahamihra, Aryabhatta, and these are all people are conversant with Joshis. They brought some technique, some method, some system of Jyotisha into light and propagated it for easy understanding of the subject, understanding, not only understanding as well as application of the subject also. So Jyotish in Vedic period played an important role in the development of Vedic calendar for doing various yagnas, yagas, in preparing astrological charts for the purpose of performing various sacraments or rites, for determining the date, time and place for the performance of the sacrificial ceremonies and daily rituals. So right from the early ages, from the Vedic period onwards, Jyotisha is Jyotisha. We have depended on Jyotisha. The mankind or the yogis, rishis, they depended on Jyotisha for an auspicious time to perform any Vedic function or auspicious deed. What are the uses of Jyotisha? Because at that time it was restricted only to performing of yagas and all and auspicious occasions and all. Some Maharaja's coronation and all they used to do. But slowly it has percolated to the common man. And now astrology makes it possible to know past and future events by considering the position of Lagna and planets at birth. We will discuss this. What is Lagna? What is planets? In brief, I will tell. Because even astrology Pravina, that is basic graduation course, will take 2 semesters, that is 1 year course. I will not be able to complete full in this 1 hour capsule. So I'll try to give small brief introduction. Maybe I might be missing some points. Please, if somebody known better than me, they can stop me and then clarify me and then suggest me. You are most welcome. So useful planning. So it's first it is possible through astrology, it is possible to know the past and future events by considering the position of Lagna and planets at birth. Then useful planning of timing of events, like what in Vedic days used to do, timing of events, even in our individual life also, education, career, profession, marriage, as well as celebrating the Republic Day or Independence Day or any nation's day. So all these things for this Jyotisha is very useful. Then Jyotisha enriches life by enabling to change with time depending on past, present and future, depending on past events, what present course is being adopted and how future events should be predicted upon. So Jyotisha analyzes karmic influences, challenges by way of analyzing certain events, why they have happened, how they have happened in the past, and how they can be reshaped in future basing on the past bad experiences to our advantage, so that our life will be more smooth, happy, and enables us for a pleasant living on this earth. Jyotisha through its tools. What are the tools? There are so many tools in Jyotisha available. One is basic astrological predictions. Then we have palmistry, we have Vastu, we have Nadi, and so many other branches of Jyotisha, which enables us to know our karmas and how they can be mitigated. So slowly I am coming to know karma also. I will try to relate Jyotisha and karma, and Jyotisha, karma and Vedanta ultimately finally. Okay. So now Sage Bhrigu is said to be the first person who perfected the knowledge of Jyotish and built a record of natal chart of every human being who was to be born on earth. This is known as Nadi Jyotisha. And some other day we were discussing in Tamil Nadu, there is a place near Kumbakonam where this Nadi Jyotisha is available, and there the Pandits will tell us our lineage and all those things. So this is basically the South Indian chart, which is prepared by an astrologer. So as you can observe, see, this is 12 gadis, 12, 12 crosses are there, and 12 boxes are there. Each box represent one significance that we will discuss now. So these 12 boxes are occupied by 12 signs, rasis we call. Each rasi has a lord. So these rasis are called like we have Veda Purusha, we have the Kala Purusha also, which determines the time. I think in Mahabharata TV serial, we used to say that Mahabharata TV serial, they used to sing first song, Kala Purusha and all. So that Kala Purusha also we adopt here. The Kala Purusha's head, I said 12 gadis are represented by 12 signs or rasis. So these rasis are Mesha, Vrishibha, Midhuna, Karkataka, Simha, Kanya, Tula, Vrishika, Dhanuhu, Makara, Kumbha. These are the 12 Meena. These are the 12 rasis. So in English, if we say Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, Libra, Virgo, and then Pisces and Aquarius. So each sign represents each body part in the Kala Purusha. So Mesha represents head. Then Vrishibha, Taurus represents face. Midhuna represents arms. Karkataka represents chest, heart. Simha, that is Leo, represents stomach. Kanya represents hip region. Tula is penis. Vrishika, hidden parts. Dhanus, thighs. Makara, knees. Kumbha, ankles and all. These 12 gadis are represented by 12 signs as per the Kalapurusha's body parts. But we have only 9 planets. As you said, as I said, 9 planets. What are those 9 planets? Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus and Saturn. These are 7. Rahu and Ketu. These are another 2 planets. Total 9 planets as per Indian astrology. As per Indian astrology, there are only 9 planets. So these 9 planets, out of the 9 planets, again, Rahu and Ketu are called the shadow planets. Because shadow represents Durasa, that means myth, that means Maya, and Ketu represents Nirasa, Nispruha, and then Nirasa goes to spirituality, and then loneliness, and all those things. They are shadow and karmic planets. Because Rahu and Ketu, they do not have full form of the body, we know, as per our Vedas. So, and we know the story of Rahu Ketu also, that is not here to speak. And then they are karmic planets, but their importance is Rahu and Ketu both are karmic planets. One aggravates the situation, another goes takes to isolation. So both are karmic planets. They operate karmas, and thus they are troublemakers too. So for our karma theory, the Rahu and Ketu plays a prominent role with Saturn. So Rahu represents basically paternal grandfather, gives foreign connections, signifies Maya, poison and snakes. Ketu represents maternal grandfather, salvation, spiritual, sadhana, sudden mishaps and all. So they assume the significance of the lords of those houses. So this is only we have to learn now. So Rahu and Ketu, though they are not given a separate sign, they assume the significance of that particular gadi or that particular rasi or that particular sign, in which sign they house, that sign's lord's characteristics they assume. For example, if Rahu is in the place of Jupiter, he assumes the qualities and significations of Jupiter. If Rahu is in the place of the Mercury, he assumes the qualities of Mercury. So also if he is in the place of Mars, he aggravates. Mars is always very powerful, you know. So we will come that what is Mars and all, I will again tell you. So now there are 27 stars and 12 signs and 9 planets. First layer is the stars, 27 stars which we normally see on the sky. They are Aswani, Bharani, Kritika, Rohini, etc., etc. And so these are all, I have written all 27 stars here. Okay. Then second layer in that chart is fixed objects. There are 12 signs. So stars do not move. Signs do not move. They are fixed. They are zodiac signs. And then what is the moving object? Third layer, we have moving objects. There are 9 planets. 9 planets means grahas. They are Sun, Moon, Mars, Mercury, Jupiter, Venus, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. So with these 3 groups, 27 stars, and then 12 signs, and then 9 planets, we superimpose on this chart, and then we will try to arrive and predict a particular person's birth chart. So this is how a birth chart looks, and each head of each sign Rasi we have mentioned here. This is a little blur, so I will go to the next slide. So now we have 7 weeks in the day, and earlier I think some of our faculty told that Sunday is ruled by Sun. Sun is Surya, and his guna is Sattvic, and he is king of the cabinet. So all these 7 planets which are distributed, they are the celestial cabinet, they are called. They are the celestial cabinet, and then the solar cabinet. In that solar cabinet, Sun is the king. Sun represents our soul, Atma. Monday is Moon. Moon is Chandra. He is a Swatik person, and then Chandra is a queen. So he is a queen of the kingdom, celestial kingdom, and then he rules the mind. Tuesday is Mars. Mars is a Mangal, Puja, otherwise called Tamasic. Is the army chief, chief of the commander of the cabinet, and then he gives the strength, power. Then Wednesday is Mercury. Mercury is Buddha. He gives the buddhi and speech, and he is the prince. He is the prince of the cabinet. Thursday is Jupiter, and Jupiter is Guru. He is Rajguru, Dev Guru, and he is the Brihaspati. He is Sattvic. He is the minister for the Devatas, and he gives us the knowledge and spiritual inclination. Friday represents Venus. Venus represents Shukra. Shukra is Rajasic. He is also minister for Rakshasas, Asuras, and he gives all the pleasures and comforts for a human being. So these are the basic significations, each planet, its bhava and significations, and what health problems they pose. Because this is also, our astrology is also related. There is a branch called medical astrology, which deals and connects with Ayurveda also. So that is why I thought I will show this slide. Sun represents father, king, Tanu, self, and soul, as I said earlier. Sun represents father. King is the head of this thing. And then Tanu, self. Tanu Bhava, it is called Tanu Bhava. Swabhava, your own significance. Tanu, what is significance it has? Is royal, is healthy, is power, prestige, authority, he is the government. So whoever, for whomsoever the sun is in rising position, or we call sun is in Dasamasthana, he is a government officer. So and then they get honor, politics. So they are politicians also. Those the sun is in good look, good aspects of a particular native or particular chart. So he may be a politician also. So these are the sun's qualities. What health problems sun will bring if he is not in a good position? Bone disorders, high fever, skin, stomach, heart diseases, blindness. So in one particular chart, in one particular motion, in one particular dasha, if sun is not good, then we can say that he may face a person may have a bone disorder or fever or connected like that. The next comes moon. Moon is mother and mind. So it represents face. It's a royalty. It's a royal woman type. It gives emotions, sleep, happiness, travel, and psychology. So, and then what problems? So related problems, psychiatric, ill health, mental ill health, emotional ill health, or nervous system, fear from water, and poor blood circulation. These problems, if moon is not in good position in a particular chart, they may get these problems. Mars. Mars represents brother and strength, valor, strength. energy, anger, violence, accidents, army, police. If for somebody, if Mars is in a prominent place and he aspects very good in the chart, he may become an army officer or a police officer, and he may become a surgeon also, doctors. And those who have good Mars, they are called Martians. Martians deal with lands, immovable properties, and of course they end in controversies also. They may land in controversies also. The diseases come from Mars: heat, accidents, cuts, wounds, amputation, leprosy, sore eye, and all those things. Then Venus. Venus represents wife. Venus is Kalatrakaraka. So potency, he gives the potency and gives the knowledge also. He represents marriage, love, relationships, and then the sensual matters, pleasure, luxury, vehicles, and comforts. If Venus is weak, we get eye trouble, venereal diseases, urinary diseases, fits, throat trouble, diabetes, etc. Saturn. Saturn represents paternal grandfather. You know, we have seen that Ketu represents maternal grandfather, Saturn represents paternal grandfather. So he also represents sadness, grief, solitude. Because in the celestial cabinet, Saturn is a slave. So he does all slavic duties. So, but he gives the longevity. His significations are death, disrespect, poverty, livelihood, and then cruel deeds. He is also he represents laziness, and he represents servants. So what if Saturn is weak, or if Saturn is not favorable in a particular chart? Incurable diseases one person may get, and insanity, weakness, body defects, exertion, damage, and loss of limbs. All these are the paralysis, hysteria. All are these diseases one may get if Saturn is not in their favor, or if they are in Sade Sati. Normally we call Sade Sati 7.5 years or 2.5 years, or Sun is in retrograde position. That means Sun is moving. All these planets move in clockwise. Some planets move in anti-clockwise for some time. So in such a point of time, then all these difficulties one may get. So now coming to the chart, we said Lagna. What is Lagna? Lagna or ascendant or rising sun. Lagna or ascendant or rising sun is the degree of astrological sign or star, nakshatra on the eastern horizon when the person was born. When a particular person was born at a particular time, at a particular base, when that particular nakshatra is where, in which longitude, which latitude, or when sun is there at that point of time. Why I am telling sun? Basically, sun stays in, because there are 12 gadis, we said. In 12 gadis, in 12 signs, sun stays for 1 month in particular, one particular sign. In the early morning when it rises, the sun moves from that and goes, for every 2 hours he changes the sign and completes his cycle by 24 hours. So if sun is at 6 o'clock at the time of the sunrise, if it is in normally when Makara Sankramana happens, he is in Makaram. So when he is in Makaram, entire the January month, January 14th to February 14th, something like that, for 30 days period, he stays only in Makaram. Every day from 6 to 8 o'clock he will be in Makaram. 8 to 10 he will be in Pisces, and then he will be in Aries, and he will be in Taurus, and then he will be like that. Every 2 hours he move. By the early morning he comes back to again Makara. And so if a particular person is born, say between 10 and 12 on a particular day, the sun at 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock, maybe he is in Taurus or Vrishabha. So Vrishabha becomes his Lagna. As simple as that. There is a lot of calculation process involved. This time is not sufficient for me. So simply I am telling how to say that Lagna. Sun Lagna is calculated like that. Oh, hope I am clear. I think our friends are following me. So that is called Sun Lagna. Whichever planet is present in that sign during its movement at the time of birth of native, the planet is the ruling planet of Lagna. Then if say 10 o'clock one is born, but in which planet, in which Rasi it is there, Say for example in Vrishabha Rasi. In Vrishabha Rasi, at that time, who is there? Whether moon is there, whether Mars is there, whether Mercury is there during the motion, during the transitory motion, during transit. So that particular Mars will become the Lagna Lord or ruling planet of that Lagna. But for Vrishabha, for example, for Taurus, for example, Venus is the, as per Kalapurusha chart, Venus is the Lord. But Venus will not be there because of his transit motion, because he has to move. And the movements also, I have noted, I don't know whether there is a time for me. So, as I said, sun moves per day, one sign he moves for a day. For 30 days, he goes to the second sign. So he stays in one sign for 30 days. Like that moon. Moon is there in a particular sign for 2.5 days. So like that. Like that, every Saturn in a particular sign, he will be there for 2.5 years. So like that, the movement takes place. And then Chandra Rashi. So we have seen Sun, Lagna. Lagna is nothing but Sun, where Sun is there at that particular point of time of birth. And then Moon. Chandra Rashi is the sign where Moon is situated in a particular sign Rashi at that time of birth. We normally, as per our Hindu system, we go by Chandra Rashi. That means if your birth star is Visakha and Moon is there in that Visakha Nakshatra on that particular day or particular time in Tula, then that your Moon Rasi is Tula Rasi. So if Vrishabha Rasi becomes your Lagna and Moon Rasi becomes your if Vrishabha Rasi becomes your Lagna, Tula Rasi becomes your Moon Rasi. Something like that it happens for Visakha Nakshatra on that particular day. Then what are the astrological tools we have to calculate the details of a native, of a person? Base chart, that is Lagna, ascendant or moon, and then effects of 12 Rasi signs, that is Aries to Pisces, and then 12 bhavas, as I discussed, Tanu bhava, and then all these bhavas. Then influencing planets, planets posited in Lagna. Which planet is posited at the time of your birth in Lagna? He influences. And Lagna Lord, who is the actual Lord of that Lagna? As I was telling, for Vrishabha, Venus is the Lord, but when you born, the Venus may be somewhere else. So, being Lagna Lord also will have an effect on your Jataka. So, then 9 planets, their position, aspects, and conjunction. So 9 planets, each planet where it is placed, there are some friendly planets and there are some bad planets. Basically, natural benefits are Jupiter, Venus, Mercury with good associate. That means with good planets, Mercury is good. With bad planets, suppose Mercury is with Rahu, he behaves very badly. And then a strong moon, that means a moon, a person born in moon between the Pajami to Sukla Pajami to Sukla Ekadasi, Dvadasi, something like that. So it's a strong moon. They are natural benefits. They do a benefit to a particular person. And natural malefics are Sun, Mars, Saturn, Rahu, and Ketu. So these are natural malefics. And moon, if he is born before Amavasya, so that particular person, moon, is also a bad person. And Mercury, if he is associated with, as I said earlier, Saturn or Rahu, Mercury also is not favorable to a particular person. And for every 12 houses we have discussed, likewise own houses. For Taurus, Venus own house. For Gemini, Mercury is his own house. Cancer, Moon is his own house. Leo, Sun is his own house. Virgo, Venus is, Mercury is his own house. Libra, Venus is his own house. So for those houses, for own houses, definitely they will help. If Venus is there in his own house at the point of our birth, definitely that Venus will help. So these are certain astrological tools which can help us in paving our path for doing good karmas or bad karmas. And there are daily nakshatras. Daily nakshatras are nakshatra in Lagna, Moon Rasi out of 27 nakshatras. And yoga, there are yogas, lunar yoga, solar yoga, and then transit, planetary movement, day-to-day movement, impact of slow-moving planets, Saturn, Jupiter, Rahu, Ketu, all these affect on individual horoscopes. Then, what are the astrological pramanas or siddhantas? Muhurta, we said Panchanga, we already know about that. Marriage matching, in marriage matching, mutual bhava analysis is required. These are the houses that should be tallied upon or verified upon. Houses, we said 12 houses, no? So these are the houses connected with marriage. Longevity, longevity means your Ayush, for Ayush ki moon in which sign. So it depends on your Ayush, depends on moon in which sign. Very short life. It is Balarishta, it is called before 12 years, and then short life is less than 32 years, median life 30 to 70, long life Purna is between 70 to 100 years, very long life is 100 years, greater than 100 years, more than 100. So for medical astrology, we have to see the D3 and D12, D6, D8 charts. These charts are prepared based on specific requirements, and timing of events also will have a say. Then we have advanced predictive techniques for prediction of event. If education, we have to see the education chart. Career profession, we have to see the D10, and progeny for children D5, and property D4, you have to see wealth D4, and 2 and 11 houses, foreign tours and all D16. These are the astrological charts which we need to be prepared and see. Then Vastu, we have already seen. Our good friend has already told about Vastu. I just only put one slide on Vastu because Vastu is important for comfortable and pleasant life of a human being. Wherever you stay, the plot or the flat should be of square or rectangle size, because east, west, north, south, they are represented by the certain god influences, and almighties are there like Jupiter, Sun, Indra, Yama, Moon, all these people are there, Saturn. They rule each of the area. For example, west is ruled by Saturn, and east is ruled by Sun. So these parameters one should remember. And for purchasing a plot, which side is preferred? These are the 27 nakshatras. For Aswani Maka Mula, the west side is preferred, first preference. Second is south, third is north and east. So if we stay in these directions, depending on your Janma Nakshatra, you will be prosperous, healthy, and hale and hearty. Then, of course, we have seen what astrology is and how it is connected. And then, what is the purpose of human life? What is the purpose of human life? The purpose of human life, first is dharma. We have 4 goals in human life now. What are dharma, artha, kamya, moksha? So dharma is right way of living. We have heard. And then karma is the which action, what action you take, how do you act, what is your fate, and what are its consequences. And karma is nothing but sums of one's actions, good or bad, through all his life, not only this present life, past life, and also the future life. So karma is that. And then moksha. What is moksha? Moksha is realizing ultimate unity between soul, that is self, and reality, that is Brahman. So it is the ultimate unity. Moksha is nothing but realizing the ultimate unity between Atma and Paramatma. So now the purpose of human life, what it is, minimize the bad fortunes in this life and achieve a better rebirth in the next. Goal is to achieve moksha from the cycle of samsara altogether after getting rid of all accumulated karmas. Because one good karma or bad karma cannot be dissolved in this particular life itself. You may have to take birth maybe 100 times, birth, rebirth 100 times or 1000 births, we don't know, in whichever fashion, whether it is humans or whether it is animals, whether it is trees. 84 lakh jivarasis are there. We know Dr. Prabhu sir told about this. So we have to take birth in some form or the other. But you have to minimize your bad fortune so that at least in this birth, so that you will try to minimize the number of births you are going to take in future, and it is nothing great and it is nothing but excellent if you attain moksha by having knowledge. What knowledge? That is Jnana Kanda, not Karma Kanda. By Jnana Kanda, you achieve the knowledge. So, types of karma. There are three types of karma. What karma? What actions we do? Three types of karma are there in a human life as per Vedas. They are Sanchita karma, Prarabdha karma, and Agami karma. Karma, what is karma? Karma is a system where beneficial effects are derived from past beneficial actions and harmful effects from past harmful actions. So if you do good, you get good results. If you do bad, you get bad results or bad omens. So a system of actions and reactions throughout a soul's or jivatma cycle of birth, death, and rebirth. This is nothing but for every action there is equal and opposite reaction. Newton's third law. Because Newton's third law now we need not take. We know, right from in Vedas it is said that punarapi jananam, puranapi maranam, punarapi janani, jatare sayanam. That is what. So this happens. This cycle of life, birth, death, rebirth is there. But when it will end, but how does this happen? Is this kshina punye martya lokam vishantihi. Kshina punye martya lokam vishanti. That means if when your stock of punya gets exhausted, till such time you will be maybe in Svargaloka or Satyaloka by the good deeds you have done. So you will go to Swarga or Narakloka or whatever loka, and then when your good punyas gets exhausted, you come back, return to the earthly plane again and take a birth. So this is from Bhagavad Gita chapter 9 verse 21. So that is punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare sayanam. This is what Bhagavad Gita says. So karma therefore have to be enjoyed or suffered here itself. They do not get liquidated otherwise. Unless all karmas liquidated, one cannot get moksha. So this is what is told. So moksha comes only. So getting Sargaloka is not a great thing, but getting moksha, salvation, liberation, that is what is required for a Manava Janma. Because Manava Janma is the Utkrushta Janma. This is the best Janma what we got of all animate and inanimate objects and living and non-living human beings, lifeless human beings, and all these people. So, and all these pranis. So, what is Sanchita karma? So, we have seen three karmas we perform. Sanchita karma are accumulated karmas. These are karmas pertaining to actions that are still to be enjoyed by the individual. That is, some of one's past karmas, what you have done in your previous life, all previous lives, Sanchita, they get accumulated. They are credited to your account. They are in your kitty, and they are like seeds yet to be sprouted. So they remain there. And Prarabdha karma is the operative karma during this life, inherited from previous birth or previous life, being enjoyed at present, whether it is good or bad life, connected with fate or destiny. So again, Prarabdha karma is linked with your fate. That is depending on your sanchita karma and destiny, fate or destiny. What happens? It happens because it is connected to your destiny. What happens to happen? Prarabdha karma enables one to decide, makes his own future. But only Prarabdha karma has this great strength because it enables you. It is in your hands. Prarabdha karma is in your hands because whether it is good or bad, you are going to earn during this life itself. Again, Prarabdha karma is divided into three things. One is Dridha karma. Dridha karma is good or bad results of which are altered or which cannot be altered. Sorry, here is cannot be altered as destiny prevails. So this cannot be altered because it is destiny. It is Ishvara's Ichha. Ishvara has put some obstacles on you, so you have to go undergo through this Dridha Prarabdha karma. Adrida Prarabdha karma is one can exercise free will and changes his karmas to a present karmas to a certain extent. Dridha, Adrida, these are mixed. Destiny or free will also prevail, and you can also change. And 2 and 3 can be changed, avoided by remedial measures and shantis. 2 and 3 means Dridha, Adrida karmas can be changed. Only thing is Adrida, Dridha karma you can't change. Dridha, Adrida karmas can be changed. That means 2 and 3 karmas, types of karmas can be changed with your good deeds, with remedial measures and all those things. That's what I said. Karma cannot function individually on its own. God is the dispenser of karma phala. God is the dispenser of, I think I missed one. Yeah. So, yeah. So then we have, I said fate and free will. What is this fate and free will? As per astrology, fate and destiny is a power which predetermines future events in organized fashion. So fate is already decided. Your destiny is decided. It is already decided. But astrology, we can visualize the strokes of fate, fortune, misfortune events through horoscope. Astrological aspect useful in counseling on careers, marriage, professional achievements. By all these things, you can tune your way of life. You can tune your karmas. And this fate and free will, now an example is taken that if a horse is pegged through a rope, so then this entire area of circle is your destiny, where horse can avoid misfortune and get maximum benefit. Peg is fate of the horse which cannot be changed. Pits are good fortunes or misfortune. Rope is used for pegging the horse. It is the free will, because with rope the horse can move, but only within that ambit, within the destiny, within that ambit only it will move, and it can graze to the maximum extent by avoiding pitfalls or bad events. So now, what is this sanchita karma and how can we avoid all these karmas? How can we avoid? Can we avoid or not? That is the topic of this as per Vedanta. Since sanchita karmas have already been done, there is nothing one can do about them during this birth, because sanchita karmas is already earned in the previous birth. You can't do anything about them. But prarabdha karmas are the karmas where one is inclined to perform in this life, constitute free will. Free will is nothing but purushartha. The purushartha means dhamma, dharma, artha, kamya, moksha's portion. So through that you can change, you can modify, and you can adjust. While doing prarabdha karma, one is given chance to guide his own destiny. The effects of bad karma may be mitigated by living virtuously, performing good deeds such as helping others, worshipping God, etc. But karma cannot function independently on its own. God, Ishvara, is the dispenser of karma phala. The Bhagavad Gita chapter 2 verse 47 says, Karmanye vyadhikaraste ma, this everybody knows, ma phalesh kadachanaha. No, so that means Ishvara. Ishvara is the dispenser of karma phala. No karma will straight away give freedom from rebirth, birth or salvation, moksha, and karma cannot remove ignorance. But Gnanam gives moksha by removing ignorance. Thus, this is the difference between karma and Gnanam. Karma kanda or Gnana kanda. Karma yoga or Gnana yoga. So, this is the basic difference. Karma cannot remove ignorance. It cannot give you salvation or moksha. It may give you this svarga, but not salvation from this soul and from this body. The soul merging into Paramatma, it cannot happen. You will have to take birth, rebirth and all. But Jnanam gives moksha by removing ignorance. So, Tattvaguna Svabhavam. What is the Tattvaguna Svabhavam? As per chapter 4 of Upadesh Sahasri of Jagadguru, in Upadesh Sahasri, the negation process is applied. That is called Neti Neti, where we say that body is the object of me. Atma, soul, body is Sthula, different from self. So, body is not me. Atma goes from this body to other on rebirth. So, body is not mine. Body does not belong to soul. Mind is the object of me, hence the mind is not mine. Mind is only object. Through mind I think, but mind is not mine. So, all the karmas are done by body, not by mind. Or all the karmas are done by body or mind or ahankara through maya. Hence, not pertains to me. So, what this tattva says, all the karmas are not done by body or mind, by ahankara through maya, and hence all these karmas does not pertain to me. If I am not karta, I have no sanchita karma. So, I have not earned any karma from my previous birth. So, okay, sanchita karma you have negated. Then, when one becomes gnani, no agami karma. If he becomes gnani and his soul merges into Paramatma, aham brahmasmi it becomes, then no agami karma. For him, no future karmas. But prarabdha karma cannot be destroyed totally. Because in prarabdha karma, we have seen drida, adrida karmas, so they cannot be changed. And you have to face the karma. Even for one who acquired knowledge, prarabdha karma ends only when sharira falls. As long as your soul is in one particular sharira or in particular human being or some other being, that prarabdha karma you have to undergo. It can't end. It partly continues. The example given is like an arrow released from a bow. Even after hitting the target, because of its force, will go forward until the force continues. So the prarabdha karma to that part, after hitting the target, when the arrow moves to that particular part, till such time, your prarabdha karma cannot be destroyed by gnanam, and it has to be experienced by body here. That is why everybody knows Ramana Maharshi, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. So though they have attained samadhi, they had to suffer here with the prarabdha karma, like cancer and whatever it is. So, knowledge acquired through Sravanam. How knowledge is acquired? Knowledge is acquired through Sravanam, Mananam and Dhyanam, Nididhyasanam, meditation. This destroys all karmas and leads to moksha. For a gnani, Kshayantecha asya karmani. Gnanam destroys all karmas. There is a chapter 4 verse 37 of Bhagavad Gita says, Yadaim dhansi samidhogni vasmat kurite arjuna jnanagni sarva karmani vasmat sat kurite tadha. As a kindled fire reduces wood to ashes, O Arjuna, so does the fire of knowledge burn to ashes all reactions from material activities. So what is Jnanakanda? How do you achieve this Jnanakanda? How do you get this Jnana? Prerequisites to achieve moksha are first Sravanam. You listen to eternal knowledge, Mahavakyas in various Upanishads and Vedas, Mahabharata, Puranas, Itihasas. you listen to them. And not only once listening, mananam, you repeat them. You repeat them. Whatever you learned, you repeat them. Mananam. And then nididhyasanam, you do meditate them. What is nididhyasanam? Nididhyasanam is meditation without any other avogation. Without any other avogation. Dhyanam with concentration. Due to regular practice, one realizes that self or Parabrahma or Paramatma is one and the same. This is Atma Sakshatkara. When Atma Sakshatkara happens, the attainment of moksha happens and Phalasiddhi happens. So this is what I want to end. There is a small story. I don't think time is there for me to tell this story. It's already 5:21. So now I will stop sharing.
Okay.
Okay. Sir,
ధన్యవాదములండి.
thanks, sir. Thanks a lot.
You have taken time from your busy schedule and gave us this talk. Now, would you like to interact with the participants? You are on mute now. You gone into mute.
Yeah. So, okay, sir. Very nice. We can go ahead with any. I don't say it is doubts or clarifications. Any suggestions for me to improve better on what I have told, and they are most welcome.
Okay. Is caste system applied to grahas as per their gunas?
Caste system applies to grahas. No, sir. They are devatas. Devata has no caste.
Okay, good. Now, please share the PDF and we'll do that.
Okay.
And now, Surya Ganti, please unmute yourself and ask any question.
Good evening, sir. Namaste.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, I have one point. Like when we discuss about Lagna, right?
Lagna, yes.
Movement of this, because Surya is the king among the
Correct.
9 planets. So we discussed about movement of this sun.
Correct.
So 2 versions. You said like every month it will move into the Rasi, right? It's different Rasi.
Next sign it will go. Correct.
And at the same time, we are telling that there are it moves to other Rasi for every 2 hours in a
For
day.
2 hours, yes. For 2 hours, sun moves there. Because
so how do we?
Yeah.
While calculating this Janma Lagna, we should consider the movement of sun pertaining to day. I think it is on particular day.
I'll tell you an example. My own example I'll tell. I have born at 11:55. I mean around 11:30, something like that in the morning.
Mhm.
At that time, because it is in February. February normally it is February 14th. The sun stationed for that month in the Rasi of Makara. 4 hours passed. So for 6 hours passed. So 3 gadis he crossed. He came to Vrishabha. So Vrishabha is my sun Lagna.
Okay.
But Vrishabha Lord is Taurus. Vrishabha Lord is Shukra, Venus. Venus is Vrishabha Lord. Vrishabha Lord will not be there. Maybe there or may not be there. On that day, when I born, if Vrishabha he is in 6th sign, maybe in Virgo or Tula, so that becomes Shukra Rasi. What's the point?
Okay. So this movement of sun, okay, it places in one Rasi, right? Like
24 hours, because it has to move on 30 degrees. 30 degrees.
Is it a fixed time or it will get changed?
Normally 1 hour 55 minutes, 2 hours, something like that, because ionas and all they change. So it will be exactly, because that is why 360 days, 365 days, that is how it has come.
Okay.
That is how it will come. So little change will be there, not exactly. That is again Panchanga Kartas will define for how much time that Lagna will be.
Okay. Yeah. So that is one point. So actually, when I look at this agenda of this seminar, right? I was surprised with the
One second,
title.
one second. Shall I clarify this further? What I asked this question.
Yeah, please, sir.
See, he was asking a question that sun moves every month one house.
One house. Yeah.
And if that is the case, every day how it is going to 2 hours, 2 hours. That's what his question.
Sir, sun moves. No, he will
Sun
not.
moves every. No. Please hear me. I'll clarify. Don't worry. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
yeah. Okay.
So
Please.
what I'm saying is, his question is, sun is moving every house 1 month, 12 months, 12 houses.
Yes.
And in a day again, he is moving 12 houses. This is the confusion. So the
Correct.
confusion here is, that's not the confusion there. This is a Lagna calculation is different from the movement of sun calculation is different. The movement of sun calculation comes that 12 houses in the universe. It moves, that is the 1 year circle of the sun, earth to around sun. That is 1 year circle around the sun, that comes 12 houses. But the earth is moving itself. By itself, it is moving, in a day.
Correct.
So that movement decides the Lagna. In a day, it is moving around it itself. So that is the deciding the Lagna, the axis of earth versus sun versus the particular position. That is the days Lagna. So because the earth is moving itself by itself, around itself. That is the Lagna, and movement of sun and movement of earth around sun in a year, 1 year. That is the 12 houses. That's why I would take scientifically that point. So that's how what happens is, as he says, this is what he has told also, but I'm only just clarifying this in a more clarity way to understandable to you. He has told the same thing, whatever he told also. See, the birth is done, say, for Makar Sankranti day, somebody is born. The Makar Sankranti day is the day where that month sun started in Makara Lagna, Makara Rasi. He joins Makara Rasi on that day. But on that day, whole month, he will be in that Makara Rasi only for 30 days. But from morning to evening, 2 hours for approximately has given that, but it's not exactly 2 hours. Something will be 1.5 hours, something will be 2.5 hours, something like that to be total 24 hours will be the 12 houses of the day. So when he is born in morning 6 o'clock, say, that means he is Makar Lagna. If he goes to 8 o'clock, the earth moved 2 hours and it comes to the axis of Kumbha Lagna. Like that, the whole 12 houses goes out in a day and night. So if he is born after 8 o'clock, maybe 7:45 or something like that. So he will be Kumbha Lagna on that day. If it is 10 after 10, it will be Meena Lagna. And that also depends on, again, the place where he has born. So many parameters are there.
Longitudes, latitudes, it
Place of
depends on
birth,
that.
time of birth.
Date of
All
birth,
these
place
things
of
are
birth,
to be
time of
taken
birth.
into
These three are taken into consideration.
Longitudes, latitudes.
Yeah.
So such a complex mathematical calculations are there on this.
It is very scientific, of course. It is not
different for America, different for India. In India also different places are different. So all these time calculations are there. It's highly mathematical subject. Jyotisham means highly mathematical subject.
It can't be told in 1 hour, sir. That is what I
just
told first.
understood as it is like that.
Yeah, as it is, you have to understood.
He has given thumb rules. 2 hours,
Yes,
2
sir.
hours, 2 hours, it moves. It's not
That's
exactly 2 hours, 2 hours.
That's all. It is thumb rule. That's all. Not correct. Yes, sir.
Just to make you understand, he has given that rule.
Yeah,
that is the way he should be told also.
Thank
He has
you.
given an excellent lecture today.
Thanks a lot.
And he has covered many topics. Many topics he has covered on astrology on a fundamental basis. And we are blessed with his lecture today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
So nice, sir.
Thank you.
I hope it is clear to you what I told.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Anything else, sir? Anybody? I think my PPT was clear, I suppose.
Anybody else wants to
Pretty
ask
much.
any questions? Anybody else wants to ask any questions? Otherwise, we will close this seminar with chanting prarthana. People are saying it is an excellent presentation with supported by PPT. Okay, now let us request.
PPT is submitted to Karma Siddhanta. So Visalakshmi garu, if you would like to more explain, time is there, 5 minutes. Visalakshmi garu is there.
Yeah, she can. Welcome, madam. I have taken your name also. I have taken your name also. And Karma Siddhanta, how you have reacted and all, very good.
I think she is not there.
Not there, she left. Okay, leave it. Thank you very much, sir. It was a good presentation.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
No, I think she was there, but now she is not there. I think I will open also, allow.
The presentation was supported by good slokas from Bhagavad Gita. The whole Bhagavad Gita was told. The whole Karma Siddhanta was told. The whole astrological aspects of is told. Astronomical aspects have been told. And Uttara Kalamritam, Pura Kalamritam fundamentals have been talked about there. It's various subjects of various books that are there has been talked about. It is even B.V. Raman, what he has talked in the books, that also he has talked about there. So various subjects he has taken, consolidated and put in a PPT, an excellent presentation, what I feel.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Gauri Mohan, you want to say anything?
గురుగారు మీరు అనుమతిస్తే నేను ఒక చిన్న ప్రశ్న అడగదామని.
Okay.
హలో,
చెప్పండి.
నమస్కారం అండి. చాలా అద్భుతంగా ఉంది మీది. ఇప్పుడు కర్మ సిద్ధాంతం చెప్పారు కదా, అక్కడ నాకు ఒక చిన్న డౌట్ ఉంది. ఇప్పుడు మన అంటే మామూలుగా జీవులో మనందరూ చేసిన కర్మ ప్రకారమే కదా మనకు ఫలితాలు వస్తూ ఉంటాయి.
అవునమ్మా.
సో ఇప్పుడు మనం ఏదైనా అంటే ఇప్పుడు మనుష్య జన్మగా మనం పుట్టాం కదా, మనం అంటే మనం ఇప్పుడు చేసిన మంచి చెడు కర్మలకన్నిటికీ మనకు ఫలితం అక్కడ వచ్చేస్తూనే ఉంది ఇమీడియట్ గా కదా. సో దానికి మనం అంటే ఈ కర్మ కరెక్ట్ గా లేకపోతే గనక దానికి గ్రహగతులు మన చేసిన కర్మని బట్టే కదా గ్రహగతులు కూడా నడుస్తూ ఉంటాయి. మరి చేసేసిన వాటికి గ్రహగతులకి సంబంధం ఉందండి? అది మనం వెనక్కి తీసుకోలేం కదా, విడిచిన బాణం లాంటిది కదా, మన చేసిన కర్మలు వెనక్కి రావు. ఇంకా అది మంచో చేయడం మనం అనుభవించాల్సిందే. సరే, గ్రహాలని మనం కొలిసిన మూలాన మనకు అందులో మనకు శాంతి ఎలా లభిస్తుంది అంటారు?
అదేనమ్మా. ఇప్పుడు ఏంటంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇప్పుడు కొందరికి కుజదోషం ఉంది అంటారు. అంటే కుజదోషం అంటే ఏంటి? కుజదోషం అంటే ఏం లేదు. ఇప్పుడు కుజుడు 4లో ఉంటే మంచిది, 8లో ఉంటే మంచిది కాదు, వేరే చోటు ఉంటే మంచిది అని ఇలా చెప్తారు నార్మల్గా. అంటే కుజదోషం 4లో ఉండకుండా 8లో ఉండడం వల్ల దోషం ఆపాదించబడ్డది అని ఆ దోష నివృత్తి కోసం కొన్ని శాంతి చేస్తాము. చేసినా కూడా నేను చెప్పినట్టుగా ప్రారబ్ధ కర్మలో ధృత అధృత కర్మ, ధృత అధృత అని 3 రకాలు ఉన్నాయి. సో ఏదైతే నీ ఫేట్ డెస్టినీ ఉందో ఆ కర్మ మారదు, అది అనుభవించాల్సిందే. ఏదైతే ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు చేస్తావో శాంతుల వల్ల కొన్ని ఉపశమనం జరుగుతుంది. తర్వాత కొన్ని మంచి కార్యాల వల్ల కొన్ని ఇప్పుడు కెరియర్ మార్చుకోవటం వల్ల నీ బుద్ధి మారటం వల్ల కూడా, అంటే బుద్ధి మారుతుందా? మరి అది భగవంతుడు ఇచ్చిన బుద్ధి కదా, మారదు కదా అని మీరు అడగచ్చు. కానీ సత్కర్మలు చేయటం వల్ల, సత్జ్ఞానం రావటం వల్ల మన యొక్క గమనం కూడా మారుతుంది. గమనం మారినప్పుడు కర్మఫలం కూడా మారుతుంది.
అంటే జరిగిపోయిన కర్మఫలాలు మారవు కదా, ఇంకా ముందు
కాదు. దిస్ ఇస్ లైక్ మనం చెప్తుంటారే పెద్దవాళ్ళు, చిత్రగుప్తుడి చిట్ట, డెబిట్ టు క్రెడిట్, డెబిట్ టు క్రెడిట్. ఇఫ్ డెబిట్స్ ఆర్ మోర్ యూ టేక్ 1000 bucks. ఈ జన్మలో ప్రారంభమైన ఇప్పుడు వాల్మీకి మహర్షి ఉన్నారు, ఆయన ఎన్నో పాప పనులు చేశారు, చివరిలో చేశారు, ముక్తిని పొందారు. చివరిలో రామాయణం రాశారు, భగవత్ సాన్నిధ్యం పొందారు, ముక్తిని పొందారు. అలా కాకుండా అప్పుడు కూడా చేయకపోతే ఇంకా ఎన్ని జన్మలు ఎక్కవలసి ఉండేదో.
అదే అంటే మీరు చెప్పింది మనకు ముందు ముందు రాబోయే జన్మలకి పనికొస్తున్నట్టు.
నేచురల్లీ ఇదే అప్పుడు క్రెడిట్ అవుతుంది కదా. అంటే మీకు అంటే ఇప్పుడు మీరు చాలా వాల్మీకి లాగా పరమాత్మ స్వరూపులు అయితే ఈ జన్మలోనే మీకు మోక్ష ప్రాప్తి, ఈ సోల్కి విముక్తి రావచ్చు. అట్లా అందరికీ సంభవించదు కదా, చాలా తక్కువ, చాలా తక్కువ. అయినా కూడా ఇప్పుడు నేను అందుకే నేను రమణ మహర్షి గారు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పింది అదే. వారు ఏ కర్మ ఏదో చేశారో అది ఇక్కడ అనుభవించారు వారు, కానీ వారు ఆత్మజ్ఞానాన్ని పొందారు, మోక్షాన్ని సాధించారు. అది దట్ ఈస్ ద డిఫరెన్స్.
బాగుందండి, చాలా బాగా చెప్పారు. నమస్కారం.
ఒక నిమిషం సార్, ఇక్కడ ఐ వుడ్ లైక్ టు క్లారిఫై ఫర్దర్ ఆన్ దిస్ పాయింట్. ఈ కర్మ అనేది సంచితం, ప్రారబ్ధం, ఆగామి అన్నాం కదా. ఈ సంచితం అన్నది మన పూర్వజన్మలో చేసిన కర్మ యొక్క విషయం. ఆ సంచితంలోంచి కొంత మాత్రమే ఈ జన్మకి సంబంధించినంత వరకు ప్రారంధాన్ని ఇస్తాడు భగవంతుడు. ఇంకా చాలా ఉండొచ్చు సంచితంలో. జస్ట్ లైక్ ధృతరాష్ట్రుడు 100 కొడుకుల్ని ఎందుకు పోగొట్టుకున్నాడు ఇప్పుడంటే 50 జన్మల క్రితం జరిగిన దానికి ఈ రోజున పోగొట్టుకున్నట్ట పిల్లల్ని, 100 మంది పిల్లల్ని ఈ జన్మలో. అంటే ఎప్పుడో 50 జన్మలు అంటూ మధ్యలో 50 జన్మలు నడుస్తూనే ఉన్నాయి, కానీ 50 జన్మలకి చేసిన పాపము ఈ రోజుకి వచ్చింది. అంటే ఈ మధ్య 50 జన్మల్లోనూ ఆ పాపాన్ని పరిష్కరించే పని ఆయన చేయలేదు. ఆయనకి ఏ జన్మలు వచ్చినాయో 50 జన్మలు మనకు తెలియదు. ఆ మధ్యలో మధ్యకాలంలో 50 జన్మలు ఏమొచ్చినాయో తెలియదు. అది ఒక పాయింట్ అర్థం చేసుకుంటే, మానవ జన్మ వచ్చినప్పుడు, ఎప్పుడైతే మానవ జన్మ వచ్చిందో మీకు బుద్ధి అనేది ఒకటి ఇచ్చినప్పుడు, ఆ బుద్ధికి ఇండిపెండెంట్ స్టేటస్ ఇచ్చాడు భగవంతుడు. అదే మానవ జన్మ యొక్క లక్షణం. అదే యానిమల్ జన్మ అయితే మీకు ఆ ఇండిపెండెంట్ స్టేటస్ లేదు, అనుభవించడమే అంతే. ఆ ప్రారంధాన్ని అనుభవించు ఉండటమే, ఆ సంచితాన్ని అనుభవిస్తూ ఉండటమే. కానీ మానవ జన్మ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు బుద్ధి అంటూ ఒకటి ఇచ్చి మిమ్మల్ని సంచిత కర్మలో చేసిన పాపాలని పరిహరించుకోవడానికి కావలసిన పని చెయ్యండి అని వేదాల ద్వారా మనకి చెప్పాడు. ఆ సంచిత కర్మలో ఉన్నదాన్ని మనం పరిహరించుకోవడానికి మనం చేయవలసిన పనులు ఏమిటాయంటే 12 యజ్ఞాలు చెప్పారు భగవద్గీతలో. ఆ యజ్ఞాలు 12 యజ్ఞాలు చేస్తుంటే, ఆ రకంగా నిష్కామ కర్మ అనేది ఒకటి చేస్తే, యజ్ఞయాగాది కథలు, దాన ధర్మాది కథలు 6 యజ్ఞ కర్మాలు, 6 మానవ కర్మలు, దానాలు, ధర్మాలు, ఇలాంటివన్నీ సోషల్ హెల్ప్స్, ఇలాంటివన్నీ 6 ఇవి 6 అవి, మొత్తం 12 చెప్పారు. ఈ 12 చేస్తుంటే సంచిత కర్మలు అంత ముందున్న పాపాలు కూడా పోతాయి. లేకపోతే ప్రారంధం అనేది అంటే సంచితం నాశనం అయిపోయింది. సంచితం నాశనం అయిపోతే ఆ సెక్షన్ పోయింది. లేకపోతే ప్రారంధం ఉంది. ప్రారంధం అంటే ఏంటి? సంచితంలో ఉన్న కొంత కర్మను తీసుకుని ఈ జన్మలో నీకు జన్మని ఇచ్చాడు భగవంతుడు. ఒక విధమైన జన్మని ఇచ్చాడు. ఆ జన్మలో మీకు రోగమో ఏదో రావడం జరుగుతుంది. ఏమన్నా పాపం ఉంటే, పుణ్యం ఉంటే అనుభవించడం జరుగుతుంది. అది ఈ జన్మలో ఇచ్చాడు. అది అనుభవిస్తూ ఉండాల్సిందే, తప్పదు. ఇట్స్ ఆల్రెడీ డిసైడెడ్ యు ఆర్ సపోజ్ టు డూ దిస్ జన్మ. జస్ట్ లైక్ రమణ మహర్షి అండ్ దీస్ పీపుల్ హావ్ గాట్ క్యాన్సర్ అండ్ సఫర్డ్. దే సఫర్డ్ ఇట్. బట్ వాట్ అబౌట్ దిస్ ఆగామి? నెక్స్ట్ జన్మలో కర్మ లేకుండా ఉండాలి కదా. మళ్ళీ మనకి నెక్స్ట్ జన్మలో కర్మ లేకుండా ఉండాలంటే ఏం చేయాలి? ఇప్పటి వరకు మనం సంచితం పోగొట్టుకున్నాం, ఎందుకని పుణ్యకర్మలు చేసి. ఓకే, ఆగామి ప్రారంధం పోగొట్టుకున్నాం అనుభవించి. మరి ఆగామికి ఏం చేయాలంటే, మీరు చేయవలసిన కర్మ, విద్యుక్త కర్మలు, మీ ధర్మబద్ధంగా మీరు చేయవలసిన కర్మలు ఏమున్నాయో, ఏ విధంగా పుట్టారో మీరు ఆ పుట్టిన కర్మలు మీరు ధర్మబద్ధంగా చేస్తూ ఆ కర్మతో సంగమించకుండా ఉండాలి. అంటే నిష్కామ కర్మ చేయాలి. ఆ నిష్కామ కర్మ చేసినప్పుడు ఈ కర్మ అనేది మీకు అంటదు. ఈ జన్మలో చేసిన కర్మ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది మీకు అంటదు. అంటకపోవడం మూలంగా మీకు ఆగామి కర్మ అనేది మీ బ్యాగ్లో పడదు. సో ఈ 3 కర్మలు ఎప్పుడైతే 0 అయిపోయినాయో వెంటనే జ్ఞానం వచ్చినట్టు లెక్క. అదే ఆత్మ అనాత్మ సపరేషన్ జ్ఞానం రియలైజేషన్ వచ్చేస్తుంది. అందుకని ఆగామి కర్మ చేసేయడానికి, అది ఆగామి కర్మ కూడా పోవటానికి నిష్కామ కర్మ సిద్ధాంతాన్ని ఫాలో అవ్వాలి. మీరు గీతామ గ్రంథం జాగ్రత్తగా చదివితే, మీరు వ్యాస మహర్షి యొక్క సుఖబ్రహ్మాశ్రమం వారి గీతామ గ్రంథం భగవద్గీతను కనుక జాగ్రత్తగా మీరు పారాయణ చేస్తే, అర్థం చేసుకుని చదివితే మీకు ఈ పాయింట్ అర్థం అవుతుంది. కాబట్టి అది చదవండి. మీకు నేను చెప్పిన పాయింట్ మీకు చక్కగా అర్థం అవుతున్నాను, ఇప్పటికీ అర్థం కాకపోతే.
అదే స్వామి, ఒక మన ఉపదేశ శాస్త్రిలో ఒక శ్లోకం ఉంది, క్షయంతేశ్చ అస్య కర్మ అని జ్ఞానాగ్ని సర్వకర్మాని కురితే తథా అని ఉంది. అంటే ఎవరైతే జ్ఞాని అవుతాడో, జ్ఞానం వల్ల కర్మలన్నీ ఏవైతే ఉన్నాయో అన్ని కూడా డిజాల్వ్ అవడానికి అవకాశం ఉంది అని చెప్పేసి ఈ శ్లోకం చెప్తా ఉంది స్వామి.
అంటే పర్టికులర్ గా సంచిత కర్మలండి.
సంచిత కర్మలు ఆగామి కర్మ గురించి ఇప్పుడు సార్ ఆగామ కర్మ గురించి మాట్లాడుతున్నారు. సో ఆగామి కర్మ గురించి
క్యారీ ఫార్వర్డ్ కర్మలు
అది
జ్ఞాన సముపార్జన. మీరు కనుక జ్ఞాన సముపార్జన జన్మలో కనుక సంపాదించగలిగితే, అది మీరు జ్ఞాని అవ్వగలిగితే ఈ జన్మలో మీ యొక్క బుద్ధి వల్ల ఆగమ కర్మ ఉండదు.
అవును,
మీరు జ్ఞానం అవ్వలేకపోతే ఎంతవరకు అయ్యారో అంతవరకు ఉంది, మిగతా దాన్ని మళ్ళీ నెక్స్ట్ జన్మలో అనుభవించాల్సింది తప్పదు. దానికి భగవంతుడు సహాయం చేస్తానని చెప్పాడు భగవద్గీతలో. మళ్ళీ నువ్వు ట్రై చెయ్యి, చివరి మినిట్ లో పడిపోయినా కానీ నేను నిన్ను పట్టుకుని జుట్టుపట్టు లాగుతాను నెక్స్ట్ జన్మలో అని చెప్పాడు. అది బట్ నువ్వు ట్రై చేయాలి. అది నీ మానవ ప్రయత్నం నువ్వు చేయాలి. చేసినా చివరిలో పడిపోవచ్చు మోసంలో పడి. అలాంటి వాడిని నేను మంచి జన్మ ఇచ్చి నెక్స్ట్ జన్మలో పడిపోకుండా నేను పైకి లాగుతాను అని చెప్పాడు.
Okay, thank you. Now, I think now we'll close. Request Satya ji to chant Prarthana.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु। काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः अपुत्राः पुत्रिणः सन्तु पुत्रिणः सन्तु पौत्रिणः अधनाः सधनाः सन्तु जीवन्तु शरदां शतं। सत्यं वद धर्मं चर स्वाध्यायान्मा प्रमदः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत्। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सर्वे जना सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु। स्वस्ति।
ధన్యవాదం. Now, Krishnamurti garu.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंधु गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्छल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मागे गाहे तव जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 जय।
జై హింద్. ధన్యవాదములండి కృష్ణమూర్తి గారు.